Hey y'all. Hey y'all, look at our new awning. The new used awning. Alright y'all, so there's our obvious difference. Hey, new awning. Well, sorry about that. New old awning, I should say. And the cleaners are going to get theirs soon. I personally don't like that color, but it is what it is. Until we can get it switched out. It's better than the old one. Really better. Not better, but at least it's not torn up and slapping right. So anyway, let's get inside so that we can get this live going. So many bags of stuff. Pretty day. Kind of a sucky time of year. We got an overhead and yeah, it makes noise. Makes my videos have noise. So still carrying my bag. I mean, I have to wait till I get done with the video. It's almost done. We're about to start. We're about to start. Good morning, everybody. Board's hung up, and yeah, so here we go. Get ready, get it up, and keep going. Hey, there it goes. What's up? Good morning, y'all. How is everybody doing this fine Saturday morning here, anyway? Compared to last week. If you follow me on Twitter, you've seen that we had some nice storms come through Wednesday. Actually, and I took a video of the sirens going off outside, which in Mississippi is no big deal. That just means that, well, it can be a big deal, but for the most part, it's just really severe weather, like flooding and could produce tornadoes, but like weather, some national weather network was all like, yeah, hey, can we have permission to use your? And I was like, yeah, whatever. So actually, I got that retweeted nationwide. Good morning, Rune, Fred, early risers, Peter Fox, good morning. Lockpicking Patrolman, I've been watching your tweets. I know what's going on with you. You got all moved in. Rune, Fred, I said that. Night Owl, good morning. Nick, Sandy, good morning, everybody. Who else am I missing? Hey, Tyler, good morning. Thanks for the shout out on the Lock Reference, everybody. If you do not know, go to lockreference.com to get all your information you could possibly need on lock stuff. Tyler and Night Owl and a handful of other people are adding to it continuously. Andy Lawton. This Saturday Morning Live sponsored by... No, I'm just joking. Good morning, Andy. Pete, good morning. Ghost. Whoa, my chat just went crazy. Where was I? Danger Zone, good morning. Ghost, Ian Watson, hey, King Street, you made it this Saturday. Yes, smash that like button now before you forget. And Tennessee Lockpicking, what's up? Good morning, America and all over the world. Logmania, good morning. The clip screwing up your stream. Yeah, that's the biggest. I still have problems with video and live feed, so I've tried to limit to pictures mainly. I don't know why, because I'm now cabled in. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little blue cable here. I got it stretched. If you were here last week, I don't have it really hidden real well, but I got it stretched. I was hoping it would clear that up, but I don't know. It says excellent connection. I'm getting an encoder overload, so it's just non-stop problems, lagging like crazy now. Great. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's let it get caught up. Alright, guys. It's gotta be. I mean, everything is saying fine on my end. You can still hear me. So the video. Let's refresh the camera. Crud. Oh yeah, I see it now. Why is it bogging down so bad? Please hold. Okay, guys, somebody, I'm gonna just turn that off for a sec, see what happens, if it's just the camera. It may just be the camera. Can you hear me? Somebody say, you just heard me. That way I know it's the video. Okay, I don't know how far you guys are behind, so just as soon as you hear me say something, somebody click something. Okay, you can hear me fine. I don't know how far behind you are, but okay. So, that's just the natural delay, and it may just be the camera, so let's make it smaller. No, it might be. Oh, that's really going to put a damper on some stuff here, but hold on. I think I may know what the problem is. Okay, we're back. Did that help? Okay, so that may have been my new cord. And that's gonna seriously put a damper on what I was trying to do later in the broadcast. But can we make me bigger? Sorry about that. Just got a lot of technical problems right now. The size on the screen shouldn't matter. So I guess that was just a bad camera cord. Unfortunately, that means we're gonna have to adapt in just a little bit for part of the broadcast that I had planned. So on the fly, let's change this on the fly. And let me move this over. Well, I'm not gonna need that. Hold on. Okay, sorry. Okay, guys. Let's hope it's straightened out. That gives it a second to kind of think about things. Okay. Yeah, I bought a 10-foot cord so that I could stretch my camera over there, and apparently it does not like that 10-foot cord. So, that sucks. Oh no, iPhone, just a iPhone charger cable. Same one I'm using, except it's 6 foot. It's 10 foot instead of 6 foot. I was trying to stretch it over there. Anyway, we're back. Whatever. Let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. Running out of time. We're wasting time, y'all. So at the beginning of the week, and I've tweeted a few of these things, so some of y'all who follow me on Twitter may have seen that. I'm going to kind of go over the comments as I'm going through this. But we had a, let's see if we can make that. Can we make that bigger? Why can't we make this bigger? Narrow. There we go. Ye old narrow style door. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with commercial glass doors with push panic bar devices on them, you've likely used one going out of a building. It's got the, I'm just going back over the comments. I'm glad and making sure we're okay. Yeah, I already know those past comments. Try USB extension instead. Yeah, I'm just going to take that cord back. It's almost messy. So this is a, there's three major manufacturers. First Choice is one, believe it or not. And then there's Doramatic, I think was the original, or Jackson. So one of those stupid glass door, whatever. And I got on site and I was like, great, I don't have current pictures of this because we were talking about this a few videos back, a few months back actually. And I got on site to it and took it off. And when I took the picture, I kind of was like, I didn't really think much about it, but when I took the picture, I took the cover off and took the picture so that I could get the, camera's messed up, a kind of a photo sequence of taking these apart. So there is 2 screws. Alright, you see the bottom screw there, and then there's one, the hole right above it. There's supposed to be a screw and a bracket, and then after I took that second picture I realized that it was missing the plate that goes over the pinion gear, which the pinion gear, once you take the, supposedly when you take the 2 screws off, you so now the bottom screws off and the little bracket that lifts up the thing that makes the bars go up and down, and then you have access to the pinion gear. And if you see the 2 screws above it, this is kind of what we were talking about, and this is why I got pictures of it. I'm not good with my reverse left and right. Those 2 screws are directly in line with those cheap ass cylinders, rim cylinders. And if you have a Sargent or even some others, the holes are off just a little bit, and you can see that they're recessed on the door, and it's just a pain in the butt to change those out. But long story short, that's the pinion gear for it. I said I wasn't going to answer the phone, but I am.
Dude, you better be walking off.
Yeah, see, lock and key. Hello? Screw you! So the pinion gear, that is the replacement part that is necessary to carry if you work on these. Yeah, see, lock and key. Yeah. No, sir, we don't. Yeah, the pinion stabilizer thing is what's missing. So anyway, you take the pinion gear off. So if you work on any of these, or if you might foresee yourself ever working on these, that little doodad right there, the pinion gear, is a very necessary part to keep on hand. I usually order bags of 10 of them. I think I've got, they actually, let me backtrack a little bit. The predecessor to this was a much worser version, and the pinion gear stripped out way more than they do now. When I first saw these things come on the market in new buildings, or relatively new buildings, and I say new, this is like going back to like kind of, I would say, what, 2010, 2008, 2010, maybe a little bit before that. And of course, a couple of years later, then they start having problems. But I've honestly been really surprised at the durability of this whole mechanism right there. That whole nonsense. When I first saw it, I was like, man, that crap. I'm gonna be cha-ching. I'm gonna be making money off this crap. And yeah, it's Tennessee lock picking. It's junk. The old cast ones, yes, those the pinion gears. They changed them because they used to come cast, and that may be why everybody's so familiar with changing them out, because they used to actually be a pot metal crap, and y'all know how I am about metal. I don't know what mix of pot metal it was for you experts, but it was crap metal is what I call it. And they after, I guess, what, 4 or 5 years of them selling that crap, and they were ridiculously priced crap, I might add. Ridiculously. So then they made them into that silvery gold metal, and it held up better. Not perfect, but long story short, that bracket that was missing, you just can't order it. You just can't call up and say, hey, I need the pinion. You may be able to. You may be waiting a while for it, but it's not something I have. And so yeah, I took a flat metal plate. You can't see it, but I bent the end. Hey, Mechanical Security Exploration, what's up? Hey, William Ansell, Ryan, I'm kind of seeing what's going on there. I bent the end because the end of it actually has a fork, like so, and it goes into a hole, which stabilizes it. Girl, where are you going? Hold on. I'm about to have to chase this girl off. So I did bend the end, and I ground the tip into a certain shape, but it didn't bend in quite the right way, and it didn't really go in the hole. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. Should I walk off or not? It didn't really go in the hole like the original plate would, but I drilled a hole, and then when I put it back on the door, it still kind of wobbled. Sorry, my attention's half focused. So I ended up having to use a screw right here, or a nut for that bolt. Hold on. Just pacing outside. I hate to go out there and yell at her without her actually leaving, but she looks like she's about to take off. For no reason, because there's plenty of empty spots next to mine. The one I have done. Anyway, yeah, so I made a plate. I made a plate! Long story short, I made a plate. You can do it. You can do it! It was a pain in the butt to do it, but as far as I know, it's held up. He's actually going to get the customer. Apparently the door people left it out. And the customer, there's your obligatory sirens for the broadcast. The customer said he was going to call the people who put the doors in. And yeah, that one's the first choice. There's a sticker right there. And get them to replace it because they're the ones that lost it. But who knows? So invariably, I'll probably get a call back. Oh, hey, your fix didn't work very well. I swear. For those of you who are wondering about barrel houses, that's the next door. This is their creation this week. Maybe that's why I'm having to watch my parking. What are you doing, girl? And this one does not look good to me. Sorry, this one is a kind of a fail. She acts weird out there. She's going to the cleaners next door. That is kind of not my thing, y'all. I mean, I want the cheese sticks. I've had their spaghetti, their meatballs. Their meatballs are pretty good, but little slices of meat and stuff like that. Later, Lockmania. Bimetal, Zamac 3. Just catching up on the comments. Yeah, those are little bitty mozzarella sticks. And meatballs with some spaghetti sauce on it. and really thinly sliced, probably sausage, something. So yeah, I'm not so into that one this week. Beef, pork, and chicken meatballs. One of each. They do the 3, and you can order them as a meal. But nah, not into that one. Here's another thing. Oh my God, Rishi! Oh gosh, did y'all see that video that idiot made? But KW5. So literally, I'm not sure where they're going with the KW5 because if we can reach over my shoulder right here and pull out a KW5 key. So the KW5 key, right, is an actual 6-pin, and it's not the same as a Titan 6-pin. Presumably, they built the tool on the Titan KW10 or KW9 if you have a small head key. Wait, there we're here. Hey, Chef, good morning. We're talking about why they call this the KW5, because the KW5 key is a true 6-pin. As most other 6-pin locks, the last pin is the 6th pin, so it would be number 6 would be your 6th pin. However, for those of you who are fully aware, the first cut is the 6th pin on Titan, and it's really the exact same size with a different bottom shoulder. If you look at the KW5, it's got, hold on, I know how to fix that. Let's tap on the screen right here. There we go. Fix that glare. There we go. So the bottom shoulder, if you hold them up, you see this bottom shoulder is offset. The KW5, that's not right. Am I right? That's not right. I'm assuming they made it for the Titan KW9, 10, 9/10. I swear, I know. This is crazy. But yes, a true 6-pin KW is very rare. There's one lock that I know of that uses that, and it's the pull. There's a version of the pull lock. What's the name of it? D&D Technologies, or one of the people who made something similar, who makes those black plastic. If you've ever been to a condo, you've seen the little thing you pull up to get in the pull. It's just a child-proof mechanism, really. There is one version of those that does use a true 6-pin quick set, and of course you could key up a mortise cylinder, an 1.1/8 mortise cylinder to a 6-pin. But why would you do that? Doesn't make sense to me. So yes, I don't know what Mr. Lishy's thinking on that one, but yeah. You saw this on Twitter too. Yeah, this one was funny, and we were all actually. I was really impressed when I saw the welding job on this chain link right here. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy thing to have to do, right? But it worked. I wasn't there for that. There's no outside cylinder. I was there I wasn't there for this. I wasn't about to mess with that at all. I was there to do the knob and the deadbolt underneath it. So I didn't even really care if it worked or not, but I'm pretty sure it did. Pretty impressive. A lot of work for that. Okay, just getting caught up. Alrighty, and what else do we have here? We had the rim cylinder, so that was pretty unique. And that's actually kind of a pretty, compared to other cheap stuff you see nowadays. It's kind of a pretty color, I guess. I don't know. Tuesday, had to go. Yep, first thing Tuesday morning, I had to go out to a house to open a couple of antique pieces or make keys for those antique pieces. And there were two. One of them was a opener, like a French style. What do you call those things? It's just got two glass panes that open up. Whatever it's called, hutch. That's it. And this piece, which was kind of a hutch, but it didn't have actual glass panes on it. So, and she wanted keys made for both of them. One of them was locked. This one was not locked, fortunately. So I started going through my keys. Started off, she had a bunch of these little national, common, whatever you want to call it, D8890, D8890, but they're common little master type skeleton keys. And she had like 3 of them out trying to get it open. So I've got a bin that I carry in, and it's in the truck. But so I started working on the one that was locked because this one was unlocked, and I hadn't even looked at it yet. So I'm working on the hutch, and I go through maybe 10 or 15 of the pre-cut, kind of like I keep keys. If I go too far on one and I have to start over, I'll keep that key for maybe I'll open one of these in the field. And after going through several of them, I was like, crap, I'm going to have to hand file it. Because when I opened the drawer, because the drawer was open underneath, and you see all these secure 3 lever, which is not that big of a deal, but it won't let it open with, the standard little keys. So I was like, crap, I'm about to have to hand file it. So I opened the drawer a little bit further, and lo and behold, there's a key in there, even with the tassel on it. So I pulled the key out, looked at it, and unlocked the hutch. Worked perfectly because it was the key for the piece. So I was like, okay, well, I can go work on the other one now. Went over to this one, looked at it for a minute, looked down, pulled the drawer open. There that key is, sitting in the drawer. So I had to go out to the homeowner. I was like, well, I got good news and I got bad news for you. The good news is it's not going to cost as much. The bad news is you still have to pay me to come out to open your drawer and get the key out. And so she was like, don't tell anybody. And I think I just broke my promise, but yeah, it happens. It's happened before. A lot of times when people are moving stuff, they think they've lost the key, but actually the movers will tape it on top of the piece of furniture, or they'll put it in the drawer or somewhere. So it happens. It's not uncommon at all. So it took lubricant, and I lubricated all the locks on her house, and at least gave her a value for coming all the way out there to do really nothing but open the drawer. Yeah, it's crazy. Let me get caught up on the comments. Yeah, it's very, very, I'm so glad I didn't have to make this key. Can you imagine in the field having to cut that? Yeesh. Oh, man. I'm going to go back a little bit on the things. Between everything that uses quickset and slag, yes, Ghost, that's 90% of the North American market is quickset and slag. I think it's a chain on going back to that strike. I think it was a chain. And armoire, yep, that was it. Okay, y'all are just talking about stuff. Hey, good day, Decline, you made it. Good morning. So that was, again, that was very lucky because that would have been a bear to cut in the field, and I told her that. So I suck at Instagram, just saying that, and I ran across this that is a cute little piece of fan art that somebody posted a year ago, and somebody tagged me on Instagram a year ago, Fonder and Lock at Instagram, but I just changed it, so I changed it to a business Instagram account. I don't know how that's going to work because I suck at Instagram. And but somebody did this cute little piece, and it makes me sad because I saw it right after our new awning went up. And she even said, I want a striped little awning. White and yellow is cool looking, but hard to keep clean. So that was a neat piece. I'm gonna go. I think she's a business person. She does paper, obviously novel paper, on Instagram, and she actually did. She did ours. Oh, I didn't do. She actually. I didn't upload the photo, but she did next door, and then she did the shoe shop too. She did all three. So I'd like to next time I go up to Canton, try to find her and see if she still has a copy of that. That'd be cute to frame or whatever. Morning, Terry from California. What's the most horrible key machine you've ever used? Me, I can't answer that because all mine are for the most. I mean, I've got like a bunch of key machines that I don't use anymore. I wouldn't say they're horrible, but any little Ilco like hardware store that you would see. Well, not nowadays. Now they're changing up. But honestly, if it turns the wheel at the right speed and it stays calibrated decently, a key machine's a key machine. I mean, I literally cut my teeth. Well, not literally cut my teeth. That would suck. Cut my hand, but I started on a hardware store machine, so. Oh, you're talking about those L cuts. So that's the warding. Yeah, if you look down in the lock, those little wards are poking out. It actually would have been hard to pick, so I'm kind of glad that. I'm just so glad that I looked in there. Oh, hold on. SE lock and key. Yep. Yeah, what you got? Oh, that sucks. Probably gonna have to get it towed to the Infinity place. Yeah, well, we don't work on that. That's probably gonna be a dealer issue. I can't help you with it. And I can't understand you. No, can't help you with it, especially since I can't understand you. So, let us do this. It is time, y'all. It is time for. Oh, wait. Not time yet. Let me quickly go over this because this was part of. So the signs in our area are all starting to fall down. And if y'all are old to the channel, you've seen a lot of my videos where we were talking about new curbs and new stuff like that, and all the signs are starting to lean, and if you look you can see it's starting to rip out of the ground. Several of them have already ripped out. Can you imagine walking down the sidewalk and getting hit by a flying sign just because the city did not plant them correctly? So now it's time for so dramatic. I'm so dramatic. To start the week off, we will start with what caused Jason's Wednesday live failure. Boo! Boo! Hey, Wayne, have a great weekend. Do you install many of the Lori style room night latches? Me, I do not. T-shirts, I could talk to her about t-shirts. That's a good idea. Coffee? Got coffee right here. So this is what caused the, it's kind of my fault because I ordered the part and I had it sitting here and I didn't get back out there. The temporary one, I put a temporary on for this door, and I didn't have a cap for the temporary one, so of course one of the springs got snagged and it did the same exact thing. Unfortunately, it happened 5 o'clock Wednesday, so I had to go switch it out with the new one that I'd gotten. But if we look at these look at how they made this. Now, y'all know a lot of panic devices like Sargent's and Corbin Russwin and others. You can actually order those essential parts, those essential items that break, like the dogging mechanism. I've had an issue with Mark's panic bars are crap, guys. I'm sorry, but they're crap. These 9900s. Number one, you don't make a damn panic bar, then you seal up where the springs are. Springs. You don't seal it up like that. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I could have drilled it out and maybe put a bolt through and a nut or something. You know, I could have fixed it in the field, but I put this in something 2017. I want to say spring of 2017. So that's 2 years. This has a limited lifetime mechanical warranty. Limited lifetime mechanical warranty.
Don't make unnecessary.
Oops, I closed my. Dang it. Sorry, I just saw a comment and then I accidentally closed my chat. Hey, GK man, good morning. Oh, yeah, because I did a video. That's probably why it froze. Are we back, y'all? Just does not like videos. I'm going to have to lower resolution, I guess. So. Oh, wow, I'm still way behind there. You don't do that, yo. Okay, thanks for the info. Lifetime of the, I don't know what they mean by lifetime, but Terry asked about Ace Hardware. Ace Hardware sends us a lot of people, and we're friends with both of the Aces around here. Okay, we're good. I don't know what. I guess it's the video that's doing it. I'm gonna have to fix that. So yeah, where were we? Marks. Let's turn you off. Marks number 3. So 2 years on the door. Now, of course, this is a restaurant. So, and there's no overhead awning at all. It's just rain hits it, the outside trim all the time. So pretty rough shape. And then the most lovely part is made in Taiwan.
You don't know the components.
Air components, American components, Russian components, all made in Taiwan.
I mean, that picture right there is just shameful, in my opinion. So, and we're actually going to talk about another Marks lock that's made in the Dominican Republic. I did not get a permanent handle for the crank machine. No, I hadn't. It's under. I put it under my bench. It's just going to get put up again. And this was the new bar that they sent in. So yes, my distributor who we ordered it from, Flake, sent me out another one. But they said they're going to have to send it back to Marks and let Marks make the final decision on whether or not they're going to warranty it under their limited lifetime warranty, which it's literally nothing but the spring broke. There was no binding on the door. There was no strike plate. And I know they're going to be like, so I took the strike, I made sure and took every piece that was on the door that I used, because some, they sent other parts in the box, but every part that I used, including the strike, so that they couldn't say, well, it was misaligned or something like that. But then this showed up, and that's UPS's fault. Stupid. So, I'm not going to be able to, here's where we're going to have the problem. I'm going to have to go get the other locks that we have left behind and bring them over here because we were going to do some cool transition that I spent a little bit making, and now I'm not. So give me just a sec. I'll be right back. I really wanted to change the view up for you guys. Dad, blast it. We actually have quite a few this week, so that's gonna be a problem. I don't know. What is this? Here we go. An ode to the locks that we've lost this week. I had a quickset key stuck in my foot. I don't know what's in here. It goes. Thank you. That I know. I worked really hard. I duck out of the camera transition. Yes, Mark's Panic Bars to finish off the last lock that we've lost this week. You know, I'm just not real happy with them. Oh, yes, this is a good one. So I just lost this one yesterday, and I didn't go bring my rubber gloves in. So here is the failure. This is a old LSDA lock. And we can see it has broken right there. Broke off. There's supposed to be another piece right there, and the handle was just falling off. Oh man, I was scared that was going to happen. Ew, I got dirty. Okay, now it's got weight. So yeah, handle. Shit. I do have a cylinder that came with it. That's not working out, is it? Hey! Oh, gooey. And shit. That's gonna all get taken apart. What else do I have? A old Wiser. This one is not popping out anymore. This is the old Wiser. Old because it's 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock position, and it actually seems fairly good, but I have plenty of those. Here's another one we lost this week. This one was replaced. I do need a bigger Bucky thing. You can see the piece that rolled away. I can't see my screen. Yeah, over there. This one is a old Wiser because it's got the 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock screws. Yeah, I'm not gonna be. I'm not a great. Wait, let's see. Why is that showing? Okay, let me catch up on this. But boom! Oh my gosh, it came apart. And look at the antique brass color. That's kind of a problem because the new antique brass is way lighter than that. So, and I replaced it with a Troy Wiser after I rekeyed it, and it's bigger. It doesn't look the same at all. Oh, I'm so glad that made it. So, oh look, y'all, a profile cylinder. Profile. This was off of an Atrium lock, which is kind of one of the very first American versions of profile cylinder locks. I use my framing 2. I've got 2 framing 2s. A dedicated ASA framing 2 that does nothing but ASA keys, and then a framing 2 that I use both of them all the time. So yes, see our problem here? It is not turning, and that is because the lock itself, body, was bad. And what I'm probably going to do, I'm not going to sling this one yet. I'm probably going to pull these cylinder caps out because I can use them on CES when I can't get the plastic cap when it just disintegrates. I'll just use some of these. So that actually is not going to go in that bucket. That's going to stay out to get taken apart totally. And y'all, I have had the huge problem with picking Schlage locks. I guess I need that Schlage Lishy, right? And I had 3 this week that I had severe trouble getting into. And let's take a look at this one. I didn't bring my doodads to do this with. Antiquing. No, that's a good idea though. So this is a Schlage Orbit, and it is a F series. SE lock and key. Good. Say again. I'm sorry. I didn't understand what you're asking. What are you asking? Hey, what's up? What's up, Chef? Let me call you back once the broadcast is done. But yeah, if oh yeah, no, I'll be here until 4. But I'll give you a call back in a little bit. Alright. Yes, have a huge problem with both 2 actually Orbit locks. 2 different properties. Both of them were really seized up. This one was, no, this is not the right one. Hold on. One of the 2. Yeah, that was this one. Oops. Yeah, there. That is why locksmiths break picks. Oh, come on. What's going on with you? I wanted to take this apart on camera for a reason. Because I hadn't taken it apart yet. I just got it open and... But we may not be able to because I just turned it... The cap has been popped off. I had to pop the cap on one of these because there's something jamming the cylinder up, and I was gonna, there's only, because you can hear it, hold on. But it's only the front part of the cap. Because after soaking this on site, and I was getting dripped on, by the way, when I was trying to open this up. I did a video on it, but it caused me so many problems. Because there's something weird going on with the core. Even with the cap half popped off. I think I got really lucky with it, but like there was no feedback in one direction or the other. And there it goes. Yay! Didn't spend too much. Let go, Matt. This is nothing but a problem lock. Has been ever since I laid my eyes on it. Look at that. Hey, gross. But it is going to be a lock that I keep. I'm going to refurbish it. I wanted to see, though, why here live with you guys why this sucker would not pick, other than the fact that I was getting rained on while I was trying to get it open. And it's not coming out because that cap is, it looks like it's jammed up in here. What in the heck? This lock, I swear, y'all, sometimes you get on a job and it looks like we have no springs. Good old hair. So that's why it was not picking. There's a T-pin. There's our little T-pins. Because it looks to me like, even though I popped off the front, I don't know, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. We should have all 5 springs. We do have all 5 springs. I guess I just suck, y'all, because wait. It's getting to the point where I honestly don't even want to mess with this lock anymore. But I do see one really, really long pin. Looks like an 8 or a 9 right there. All the springs were there. I guess it was just because I was getting rained on and it hadn't been used in so long. Moving on. Yes, so two big issues there. I'm going to take both of those apart. Quickly, we were getting on up in time, so this ended up being a long episode, probably because I missed last week. Yes, we did. Classroom function lock. Thank God for under the door tools, right? Classroom function, school. I'm reading you guys' comments. These, I've done a video actually on Corbin Russ when panic device, but you can see locked key doesn't work real well, but you're supposed to turn it one way or another, and you can hear it click in there, click, but it never click unlocks. So I had an emergency call Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, one of the days, and it was just so busy already. And they were like, hey, school here. I've got a teacher locked out of a classroom. It's like, okay, knowing what happened because I've replaced dozens of these things before. Oh, and get there, and when I started to go up to that one, he goes, hey, you won't believe this. I hate it when they say that. You won't believe this. We have another teacher locked out of her classroom. And yes, the kids were all still there. So I had to do that for both classrooms. And what happens is there is a little mechanism in there that, that breaks. Oh, this needs to go down here. Go back, you stupid Schlage locks. So yeah, I've not been real great with my Schlage picking this week. I had another one at a next door to a next door to a African hair braiding lady who I almost got her to cut my hair because I need a haircut. I was kind of worried that she'd actually try to braid it before she cut it though. What's going on here? You're like, you can take these apart. There it goes. And when it boils down to it, it is the oh gosh, this part right. Nope. This part right here. breaks. Right there. Boop. There's our little broken piece. Just same thing every time. You know, it was actually two different. I guess I'll turn around and aim from now on. It was actually two different brands. One of them being a hey girl, hey girl. Y'all know what a hey girl lock is, right? Hey girl, hey girl. Classroom, grade 1, same exact thing. Not built the same, but same exact thing. Where is it? Where is it? Jeez. Did they actually make anything in the U.S.? I told Kim, they really did want to cut my hair. Them ladies like messing with white boys' hair. A funnel. Yeah, I need a bigger. Definitely need a bigger thing next time. So what happened here? This is a Marks 22 series. 22 AC/3. In case y'all ever order stuff, when you call and make an order, if this is how you do it, if you call and make an order, and you say you want the knobs are called 22 something knobs, 22/3. When you order a 22/3, occasionally they will send some type of a car opening, it's like a under the door tool or something like that, because it's the same number. So make sure you specify Marks brand. So what? The knob. It had non-original knobs on it, which actually this the rosettes were original, and what happened was the knobs broke off, and they used this, which is not for Marks. This is not how it's supposed to be. Marks knobs. I gotta order some more, but they use just a short, it's cut off right here, and each end goes into each side. This is actually for like a Baldwin lock. So they rigged this one up, and if you see how the screws are concealed by this rosette, if you hold the rosette, and this applies to any antique doorknob, if you hold it and you can twist it, when I'm holding this, it's actually not spinning. It's like 3 pressed together pieces. And then you can't get to the screws to tighten the screws on. So that definitely broke. And I've literally hit, what, two or three items out of that. I do got some national mortise cylinders, which will probably go in a giveaway because I don't really care about these. So that's it. Thank God, because I'm gonna be cleaning up the throne. It's a deadbolt that I switched out with a Schlage deadbolt, so I got a quick-set single cylinder that I can resell. And this, I went ahead and talked them into separating them, because if you can see that hub right there, that hub is in really rough shape. So they had an option of buying knobs or a whole new thing, and they opted for the whole new thing, even though the deadbolt and everything still kind of works. So what I'll do here is I'll strip these screws out. The hub is pretty much toast, so it's no good. And really the screws will be all that I save out of this one. So that is it for our what we have lost this week, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed laughing at me trying to throw stuff in my scrap container. I certainly enjoyed it. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and take this off now. We're going to make one last throw for the win. And then we're going to have to wrap this up because it's getting on up there in time. I'm going to go back over some comments. Plus, my hands are dirty now. Okay. Yay! All right. We can end on that note, right? Oh, me. So, we didn't even have to be right back today either. So, I'm going to catch up on some comments and kind of say bye to you all. I think I've got everything. Oh, man. Let's do this real quick. Y'all got a minute? Y'all got another minute? Yeah, we got another minute. Let's do this. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try. Okay, hold on. Ooh. No, wait. Is that right? That's not right. Very quickly, guys, because somebody had asked for this in another video, and I have tried to do it. I can't remember who asked, and hopefully you guys will be able to see me do this. So this is a real quick tier list because there is no real point. I've discovered while I was trying to make this tier list, this is a popular thing now, tier lists. And I'm going to pull it up on my screen here to make sure that we can see what we're doing. So yes, we're going to do a quick, super quick tier list because this is the end of the video. We're going to leave it at this. So tier lists are basically your ranking stuff from best to worst, right? So real quick, we are going to start off with the ones that are horrible. Ace Hardware. I'm probably going to get so many letters because of this video. I'm going to jump back to the comments real quick. So somebody let me know if our tier list is up there because I can't get my screen to come up. I know now it's covered up with the screen, but I can't get this video to come up now. So if y'all will let me know real quick, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about Ace Hardware locks suck. What else goes in that list, guys? Hyper Tough, which is a Walmart brand. Yeah, you suck too. You suck too. I'm going to leave the big name ones for oh, it looks like it's working. Okay. Is it working? Is it working? I know every time I look at the thing, everything looks fine. Okay. So, whoops. There we go. Yes. Now, let's go ahead and pick up Kwikset because I don't know what to say here because Kwikset is, I mean, you gotta give it to Kwikset. They have been around forever. They are the U.S. leading lock maker. They do beat some of their other stuff. They do have somewhat innovative crap. Favorite thing about the 18 is it's quick. So we're going to leave that in, let's put that okay. Okay, because just because they are one of the biggest, you know, they've been around for forever. They're one of the biggest. A few of these y'all may not recognize, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to do Master Lock. Yes, Master Lock does make residential hardware, and it's going to be one of these two. And this is kind of the trouble. I don't know whether to put okay and Kwikset like that, but we're going to leave it right there. Defiant. Okay, in defense of Defiant, I have done Defiant videos before. Pre them changing the tail pieces and the latches, it definitely would have been down here. But then they changed the tailpiece and the latch because they recognized They recognized a problem with it. And any company that recognizes a problem with it and does not copy somebody else to try to correct the problem because it's a tested design deserves being bumped up a little bit, right? Am I right? I'm right. I'm right. Doesn't matter what you say, I'm right. Okay, Delaney, y'all may not recognize this. This is Callan. Now, I know a couple of you guys use Callan as your builder's locks, and they're just not for me. The tailpiece is too soft. It just doesn't work for me. Brinks is another Walmart brand. We're going to go ahead and knock Brinks way on down there. Don't even do Brinks. PLS, I'm not overly familiar with PLS. It kind of would rank up there with any other locksmith grade like LSDA or PLS. I mean, these can be kind of interchangeable. We'll just leave both of those in meh, because I'm not overly familiar with PLS's residential hardware, but I would imagine they're kind of in line with Master. Right? Design House, that is definitely a nope. We are not fond of Design House. Master's Quickset clones are better. Yeah, you know, Master's okay. The only thing I don't like about Master is it's super thin metal. It dents up really easily. So now, of course, there's different grades of all these locks, and that's why I'm not doing a whole separate video on this. I just figured I'd do it for the kicks and giggles for the end of this video. But you know, it's so hard because, like, Schlage. Okay, let's go ahead and pull Schlage out. We're going to put Schlage in best because, honestly, Schlage... Oh! Okay, so thanks to Wayne. I know that was really loud in the microphone. No! Stop it! That is our end of the thing bell. So we got to hurry up. We're running over now. We're going to put Schlage in best right now. Because out of everything up here, yeah, they're the best, in my opinion. Right? All right? Am I right? And, okay, so I do have a few decorative locks in here. Gatehouse. I'm going to put it under... Nope. Or don't even. I mean, it could be don't even or no. Gatehouse is a big box store lock. They're gonna be above Brinks and Hyper Tough, and definitely above Ace. Ace honestly deserves its own horrible category. Wiser, of course, y'all know I just did a Wiser video. I'm gonna put it right above Quickset as okay, just because I use it a lot. I know a lot of people don't use it a lot, and you're like, how can you put it as okay when they do? When they have upside down pins from the factory. So that kind of honestly knocks it down to meh. But I use it over Quickset because, like I referenced in that Wiser video, it has a little bit extra features that I like better. So for me, I'm going to put it right there. We're leaving off the three decorative hardware. We're going to kind of group them by themselves. Now, Yale used to be way on up here in best, but you know what? Yale is not in best anymore. Nope. We're talking residential Yale? Nope. They did get Samsung's push button lock. I think they bought out their lock style, and I have put in a few of the Yale locks, and it's okay. They're okay for the electronic ones. If we're talking about mechanical, I'd knock it all the way down to nope. But because they got the rights to Samsung's or Arrow's Revolution style, that's what they're using there. And I've put a lot of them in for a lot of alarm guys. So, you know, this could go between here and okay and meh, but we'll just leave it at okay. Giving them the benefit of the doubt. If we were strictly talking about residential, it would definitely be, okay, lastly, the three big decorative hardware. We got Baldwin. We got M-Tech. Baldwin used to be, of course, one of the best. Used to belong in that category, definitely. Yeah, M-Tech is nice. But basically, M-Tech and Baldwin have a lot of the same stuff. So honestly, because Baldwin went the way of Kwikset Smart Key, it lost 2 spaces there. But if you take into account they still make some of the other stuff that is, I don't know, okay or meh. M-Tech, we're gonna go to meh for Baldwin just because, simply because they went to Smart Key for their big box store stuff. We're gonna leave M-Tech above Baldwin with okay. As Nick just pointed out, it is very good metal, very nice finish, just like Baldwin, but mechanically they suck. So honestly, you could probably drop this down to no. Well, you can't say no because you have to. We have so many, Baldwin stuff that needs to be replaced. And lastly, Rocky Mountain Hardware. This may be an unpopular opinion. That's where they belong. I just am not fond of Rocky Mountain Hardware. So, that video is way behind. My alarm's just not going off in that video. So what do y'all think, guys? That's what I claim. That's what I say. I wish I could take a picture of that. Yeah. And honestly, Schley could be like, okay. But they do offer the 560 series and the 660. So out of everything up here, yeah, we're just going to have to stick with this list. What do y'all think? I think that's a great list. I mean, honestly, that's what I think. So we're going to end it here, and I'm going to go ahead and get to work on straightening up my my mess. Me, I just don't know what's going on. Finish up on the comments. Everybody's raising their prices. I know everybody is raising their prices. We get monthly from one of our wholesalers here. We get monthly updates. Oh, by the way, Schleg's on top because of the 2 failed pickings. Yes, Schleg wins because I couldn't get it. 3 actually in a storefront. Master crap category. Yeah. So, if you have any questions or comments on anything that I've gone over in the video, or you are late, sorry if I missed you, and sorry about the very beginning of it. We're just going to have to, I guess, downgrade the videos or something. Flake's dropping PLS. Yay, Flake. Good job. Good job. No Harbor Freight on there. I'm going to go back over some of these old comments, but I appreciate you guys joining in for this Saturday morning live feed 12 plus 2. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm going to be doing yard work this weekend if I can get the lawnmower started. I don't want to, though. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it. Peter, have a great afternoon. Andy, Ghost, Bird, yeah, everything's... thanks, Trump. Everything's going to go up. Tennessee Lockpicking, Kevin, y'all have a great one. Ryan, yeah, make sure and hit that thumbs up before you leave. Hit that thumbs up or thumbs down. I haven't even looked at my video to see what's going on that end. So, again, I'm just going to get cleaned up here and shut all this down, clean all this up, and get going into another week. Hopefully it won't be rainy as bad. And, Chef, if you're still here, I'll call you in just a little bit as soon as I find the number. So, or call me back, Chef. If you're still here, call me back and call me in like 10 minutes if you don't mind. So I don't have to go hunt the number. But that's it. Thanks again, y'all. Somebody come clean all this up for me. We appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you next video. Sorry I missed Wednesday live. I was really going to do a live. Oh, yes. I get to switch out my handle. That's another thing I get to do this weekend. My truck handle broke. I've done a video on it. I actually can go back and reference my own video. But that's what I get to do tomorrow, if it's not raining down, is once again replace my handle. It lasted about a year and a few months. So that's going to suck. It always sucks. Y'all have a great one. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next video. See you, Tyler.